Aussie dollar daily forecast February 7th, FXEmpire.com. The Australian dollar fell initially in Monday trading only to bounce back later in the day as the Americans did bid it back up. The risk off trade dominated most of the session. As a result, the Aussie got hit slightly. However, the pair is in a massive uptrend lately, and momentum is certainly far too strong for the bears to overcome at this point. The RBA, Reserve Bank of Australia, is expected to do a rate cut today, down a quarter of a percent or 25 basis points, and as such, there may be a knee-jerk reaction to that. However, there are indications that this may not necessarily be a given. So we have a couple different scenarios that could happen as the RBA makes its announcement. If the RBA chooses not to cut, this will be very pro Aussie, and we should see this pair continue higher. And of course, we've got a trigger price at 108, so we need to see a close above 108, and we think that opens the door to 110. If the RBA cuts and then suggests that it might be the end of the rate cutting cycle, the Australian dollar should gain because pretty much everybody in the market knows that 25% or 25 basis point cut is coming. So if it does come, and there's no outlook for even further cuts, then this should be pro Aussie. Of course, there is also the possibility that they may cut and signal that there are more cuts coming. If that's the case, that would be very negative for the Australian dollar. The breaking of the hammer's lows doesn't get us selling, though, at this point in time, unless, of course, there are more rate cuts coming. But rather, we would prefer to look for supportive action uh, below the current levels as opposed to trying to sell the hanging man. The 104 level is the top of an area that we had identified as a triangle previously, and this triangle actually measured to the 112 mark. So, all things being equal, we actually expect this pair to rise sooner or later. Because of this, we like buying the pullbacks, and we think that the 105, obviously the 104, and probably the 106 level will all give you opportunities to see that kind of supportive strength that we need to see.